Despite a notice of discontinuance, the Vanzan lawsuit is still technically pending in the courts. And to me, this is pretty substantial and could be a great strategy. Right now, Wayfair is focused on their federal case against Blake Lively. Their strategy centers on exposing how Lively's team allegedly accessed privileged communications to a subpoena tied to the Vanzan case. They argue that the subpoena was part of a scheme to gather confidential data under false pretenses and that this misconduct qualifies for the crime fraud exception, which would allow courts to pierce attorney-client privilege. But here's why going back to the New York State Court, where the Vanzan case was filed, might be even more effective. That court issued the subpoena. It has direct authority to review whether the subpoena was valid or abused. If the case was used purely to create subpoena power with no intent to litigate, the state court is best positioned to act on that. Wayfair may be able to file a motion to intervene under CPLR 1013 as a non-party with a clear interest in the case's outcome. They could also seek to vacate the subpoena entirely, something federal court can't directly do. It would put the spotlight on Lively's team. Why was the case filed? Why wasn't it served on real defendants? And why was it discontinued only after the subpoena was executed? These are questions that only the issuing court can force them to answer. It strengthens the crime fraud narrative. If a judge finds the subpoena was part of a sham process, meant to bypass normal legal protections, the foundation of privilege begins to crack. Communications that would otherwise be shielded could become admissible. So while the federal case is already in motion, the Vanzan case may still hold the key to exposing what really happened. And tapping into that path isn't just possible, it might be the most direct and effective way forward. I really want to hear what all of you think.